Good morning. It's Katie Lebeds from Learning to Lean, a day in the life of a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt, certified project management professional, author, and emotional intelligence coach. Today, I'd like to talk to you about something that we talk often during our Kaizen sessions or during any of our training classes is the phrase or the question, what problem are you trying to solve? So if you notice, or if you take a few minutes to notice that when people come to you with problems, they're generally coming to you saying, I need a new X to do Y. They're not telling you what the problem is, they are telling you what the solution is. Now, that's fine if they have gone through root cause analysis and done all of the necessary investigation and understand the data to be able to come to that conclusion. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. However, many times when people are expressing a problem like that, first of all, they're expressing how the problem is making them feel. So they're not exactly expressing what problem they're trying to solve. They're telling you how that problem makes them feel. And what we want to get away from is doing what I call, and you've heard me say before, problem solving paintball. And what that is just kind of shooting off the hip, right? And we're saying, oh, it's here. I know how to solve the problem. It's this, it's this, it's this. No, it's over there. It's over here, right? And we would like to have people take a logical approach to problem solving. And the way we do that is first asking the question, what problem you're trying to solve, and then asking more questions like, what data do you have to support the problem? How long has this problem been happening? Who does it affect? One person or multiple people? If it affects multiple people, what do they have in common? Where is this problem happening? So you get the drift. You understand that I'm all about asking more questions so that we can truly understand where this problem is originated, and then we can work on determining what would be the optimal solution. Now, realize too that for an optimal solution, sometimes we have short-term solutions that will help us until we can get that long-term solution. Sometimes we have to have a conversation about minimum viable product or MVP. And MVP means what is going back to our customer specifications or are the requirements maybe from the government, really understanding that and not driving ourselves insane to reach perfection. So I hope that you take away from today's conversation, what problem are you trying to solve? And let me give you a little example. I had a customer that came to me and they said that they had transitioned their forklift drivers from doing receiving on paper to doing receiving on tablets. They had been using the tablets for about a week, and all of the forklift drivers came into them and said, we have to get rid of these tablets. They don't work, right? We need to go back to paper. And I'm sure if you were in charge of that project, you kind of just hung your head down low, like, oh no. And those folks started asking more questions because, again, the approach was, this is the problem we're having, and here's how to solve it. So with the questions they asked, they said, what's really happening? Can you describe what's happening? Tell me about the data. Well, before we were able to receive right away, and now we can't receive on these iPads or their tablets until they got halfway in the building. If these tablets don't work, we need to go back to paper. Well, if you are inquisitive like I am, I would continue to ask some questions and, of course, go to the Gemba. Go and see where the work is being done. As it turned out, they did not need to get rid of the tablets. What they needed was another access point for their Wi-Fi in that area of the building. That area of the building wasn't strong enough from a Wi-Fi signal. That's why the forklift drivers were driving halfway into the building before they got a signal on their tablet so then they could receive electronically instead of via paper. So again, it's about asking questions like what problem you're trying to solve, gathering that data, going to the Gemba, and not playing problem solving paintball. So I hope you have a spectacular Friday, and I'll check in again with you next week. Thanks and have a fantastic day.